I got some bad news for Jey Uso fans out there. I'm sorry. I have to be the one to tell you this. You need to hear it. And I'll be honest. I'll be upfront with y'all as we grow this channel. Jey Uso, I'm a Jey Uso fan. But I also understand there is fantasy and there is reality. And that's what we're going to have to address in today's video. That's what we're going to have to do. And I'm going to be honest, it's going to be a little uncomfortable for some of y'all out there because we got to face that reality, okay? We've been in fantasy land. We've been in dreamland. We've been in that yeet train. But now, well, we got to be real with ourselves. We know this yeet train kicked off at the Royal Rumble. Think about this. Think about this. WWE had the ambition to book Jey Uso to lose to Gunther at Saturday night's main event, right? What, a week, 2 weeks before the Royal Rumble? And then they're like, you know what? We're going to have Jey Uso win the Royal Rumble. Oh, are we? Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to have him go over CM Punk. We're going to have him go over John Cena, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Logan Paul, countless others, right? Multiple time champions. This is what we're going to do, okay? And oh, by the way, not only are we going to have Jey Uso win the world title, but we're also going to have Jey Uso go into WrestleMania and not challenge Cody Rhodes. We're going to have him challenge Gunther, a guy that he just lost to, and we're going to try to convince y'all he can do it. He can finally beat Gunther, something in which he's not been able to do up to this point, whether it's for the world title, whether it's for the Intercontinental Championship. He's not been able to beat Gunther. This is the one guy that he cannot overcome, no matter what. And the WWE fan base was like, good luck with that. Try convincing us. Now, I'll be real. The early part of that build, it was a little soft. It was a little weak. It was a little troublesome. They treaded that water, no doubt. However, once they did that Jimmy Uso angle, where Gunther absolutely left this man in a bloody heap of a mess, while his brother Jey was handcuffed to the bottom rope or something like that. Watch this man beat his brother so badly that he had to miss multiple weeks of television. Storyline, of course. So we get to WrestleMania, and everyone knows that yeet movement is about to kick into high gear. Jey Uso, he hears the criticism. He hears the critics. He sees the doubt. He sees the hate. And he's like, no, we're going to keep that positive energy. As The Rock taps his arm and says, we're going to bring that mana. All right, we're going to bring that energy. And that's what he did. And so as they opened up WrestleMania, night one, we saw not a very good match. But what we did see was Jey Uso going over. We saw that passion. We saw that connection. We saw that loyalty. We saw that support from the fan base, all of which who paid tremendous amounts of money to watch this man win a world title in the opener of WrestleMania. Just yeeting and yeeting and yeeting. Okay? That's what he did. And so now he beat Gunther. Now here's the bad news. Up until now, it's been pretty positive, right? He overcomes adversity. Oh, well, we can all get behind that, can't we? He's won the world title. He's beaten the guy that he's not been able to beat. This is good stuff. I like this story, right? Here's the problem. Now we got to book this man as world champion. Now we got to book this guy as a main eventer. Half our audience don't see him as a main eventer. Half the other audience just loves to yeet and do the yeeting dance movement. They like to say it, right? It's fun to say yeet. What were you doing? I was yeeting last night. What does that mean? I don't know. But still, we have to realize, and here's the bad news. WWE has to position Jey Uso as a world champion. I don't think they see him as a world champion. I think they see him as a fad. What do I mean by that? Well, fads are cool. Fads, they work. Usually for short periods of time. Now, you can make a lot of money during that fad. I think, now I don't believe this because I think when you build a base of a fan base, okay, a very loyal and supportive fan base, you have them until you screw it up royalty, right? Just major time, major league. And so I think if you go and you look at Jey Uso, you go, you know what? He's going to be world champion. He's going to beat Gunther. He's just not going to be the top tier guy. He's not just going to be the main event guy. Okay? He can be the world champion for a little bit. Alberto Del Rio was champion. Christian Cage was world champion. There was lots of world champions. It's not the title, okay? Regardless of what WWE wants to tell you, regardless that Seth Rollins held it, regardless that Gunther won it, it's not the WWE title. It's not the one that John Cena is currently holding. It's not the one that Cody Rhodes held forever. It's not the one that Roman Reigns held for years. There's a difference. Jey Uso is not going to have a very long run as world champion. I actually see him dropping it by the time we get, it'll probably be SummerSlam. Maybe even before then. Maybe in June, right? I don't see him being a long-term champion. I don't see WWE looking at Jey Uso going, hey, this is our guy. This is the guy that's going to be world champion for, 7, 9, a year long. I just don't see it. Now, do I hope that I'm wrong? Yes. Do I think I'll be wrong? No. They can put the world title on Jey. They can say, hey, he's our guy. But is he really? I don't think so. Now, that's a shame. I wish I was wrong. I like Jey Uso. I'm a fan of Jey Uso. I get it. I look at pro wrestling as a business. Some people look at it as entertainment. Some people look at it as an outlet, right? An escape from reality. We all need that escape. It's no different from watching the NFL or NBA or NHL or MLB or in my case NASCAR, right? It's an escape. You get to follow it. You get to have a connection with a driver, a player, a team, whatever. That's what WWE is. To me, it's a business. I'm in the wrestling business. I'm a content creator. I'm a writer. So I look at, okay, is this good for WWE? Is this good for business? Is WWE overlooking someone? Is WWE undervaluing someone? Are they overextending on someone? Are they over-pushing someone? Is this person really a star? Is this person not a star? What is the questions? And do I have the answers? When I look at Jey, I go, hey, he's not the greatest wrestler in the world. He's not the greatest promo in the world, but he has a fan base connection and he oozes charisma. If you can have a decent match and a decent promo matched with an amazing charisma and presence, then I think we got a equal, situation for money, drawing cash money, making cash money, doing what we need to get done in the wrestling business. Wrestling business is all about getting people to either watch your show or pay for a ticket to go to your show. That's all you need. And if you can do that by any means, you do it because it's a business. You have expenses. They have expenses. That's just what it is.